Japan, the land of cherry blossoms, weird vending machines, and some of the best nerd culture known to man. Ever since I was a child, I've wanted to travel to Japan, and over the summer, I had the opportunity to do so. One of the education abroad programs offered by Kent State is the Beyond Academy internship program. Beyond Academy is a company that helps streamline the process of your internship abroad. They make things very easy for you. They submit your applications to the companies, set up any interviews, book your accommodations, and provide you with a taxi from the airport to where you'll be staying. My favorite thing about Beyond Academy is that they have a local community team who will be there to help you out or provide any advice you might need. They also include lots of events and meetups to participate in, including a trip to see Mount Fuji, a tea ceremony in kimono, and a bunch of day trips to different places near Tokyo. The program can be a bit pricey though, and many of these internships are unpaid due to visa restrictions in Japan and Korea, for example. Luckily, Kent State has partnered with the Freeman Foundation to offer about 12 students seeking an education abroad program in Asia generous funding that, in my case, covered almost all of the program fees. With that out of the way, let's dive into Tokyo, starting with nerd mecca, Akihabara. Nicknamed Akihabara Denkigai, which means Akihabara Electric Town, this ward of Tokyo is known globally for being the center of otaku culture, with its abundance of anime merch, arcades, video games, and electronics. One lovely Thursday afternoon in July, exploring Akihabara was one of the community events offered by the Beyond Academy team in Tokyo. Led by Hina and Mizu, a group of us interns got to visit Super Potato, arcades, and even a conveyor belt sushi restaurant. Super Potato is a chain of secondhand games stores with a flagship location in Akihabara known for its vast collection of retro consoles and games. It's also become kinda overpriced in recent years, so while I didn't buy anything there, I did get some pictures. The main store area is on the 3rd and 4th floors. There, you'll find a veritable treasure trove of retro consoles and games. On the 5th floor, there's a retro arcade. I played Puzzle Bubble and almost got the high score. Before dinner, we visited Game Panic, a 6 or 7-story tall arcade. The first couple of floors were all claw machines, which I did not allow myself to participate in, since I've been known to get hooked on claw machines. However, I did end up venturing upstairs past the racing games and Dance Dance Revolution machines, where I found this, Tunithm. I think this machine was specifically a Tunithm verse machine, but I'm not entirely certain. It was really cool. I played probably 6 songs for 100 yen each, which is a little less than $4 total. I ended up coming back to Akihabara on my own a few days later and bought a few things. A copy of Pokemon Soul Silver, complete with the Pokewalker, a Game Boy printer, Magic the Gathering cards for Sammy, some manga for ASG alum Joe Ziek, and some Pokemon cards from the, at the time, brand new Black Bolt and White Flare set for myself and Garrett. It's not just Akihabara that I had fun exploring though. Shibuya, a special ward of Tokyo, is a commercial hotspot. You may have heard of the Shibuya Scramble Crossing, the world's busiest pedestrian crossing where as many as 3,000 people cross the street at one time. Here's a video of me trying to film it and proceeding to walk into a traffic bollard. One of the places where I spent the most money was a consumer electronics chain called Bic Camera. It may as well be a department store because they had way more than just consumer electronics. In fact, it was the only place that I was able to find the Blanton's Red Label bourbon that my dad requested. I was super excited to see physical copies of software being sold there too, including Vocaloid software. I kinda wish I'd bought one now. Lastly, you'll be surprised to hear that I didn't buy anything at the Pokemon Center in Shibuya, but that's because I bought plenty at the Tokyo Tower and Sunshine City Pokemon Centers. I think that's a perfect segue to Ikebukuro, the urban hub of northern Tokyo, as well as the setting of one of my favorite anime, Durarara. While I didn't encounter any Doulahans or bartenders with super strength, I did find a lot of cool things in the Sunshine City Shopping Center. Sunshine City is home to a variety of attractions, not just stores and restaurants. Some of these include an aquarium, a planetarium, a hotel, a theater, a convention center, and even an indoor amusement park run by Namco. Anyway, on to the main event. Pokemon Center Ikebukuro, officially called Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo, is the largest Pokemon Center store in the world. It would take way too long for me to talk about all the cool stuff I saw there, so you'll just have to take my word for it. And would you believe I was not done yet? I ended that day's Pokemon antics by visiting Pikachu Sweets, a takeout-only cafe right by the Pokemon Center. That's a great place to visit if you didn't manage to get a reservation at the Pokemon Cafe. I got a Pikachu-themed mango tropical float and a Pikachu waffle, as well as a souvenir straw charm. The float and the waffle were both excellent. I think that's a pretty sweet note to end on. I really enjoyed my time in Japan, and I'd like to thank the Freeman Foundation again for making this experience possible for me. I highly recommend applying for the Freeman Fellows internships in Asia if any of this looks interesting to you. That's all I have for now, so till next time, keep watching All Systems Go.